Hey, good morning. This is Pastor Tom Donnelly. Could someone tell me whether you hear me? I'm outside, as you can see. Let's see. There we go. Outside doing the devotion today. I've been locked up. I've been locked up in my office for too long. So, um, but can someone just tell me, confirm that you can hear me? I've got my headset on. Want to make sure. Thank you, Bert. Thank you, Emily Connolly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Vivian. Vivian, when are you coming home? I thought you'd be gone by now. Aren't you coming home today? Nikki, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Steve Giroux. Uh, okay, sounds working great. Sounds working great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you who are getting on just a little later, I've been cooped up in my office for too long this week, so I decided to do my stuff from outside. It is a beautiful day. I just might get on that little boat right there a little bit later today and do what pastors do, which is work on their message. Oh, I love you guys. And even on a sunshiny Saturday, um, good morning, Jenna, and Alice and Connie from Firmly Rooted Greendale. Um, Emily, hey, you and your gang, come on over, man. We'll go on a boat ride or something. Um, but yeah, Vivian, have you answered the question when you're coming home? Yeah, later today. Okay, okay. Safe travels, kiddo. Safe travels. We love you very much and looking forward to seeing you back in Michigan. All right, everybody. 90 seconds with God, and I'm looking at if I had my right psalm, it is Psalm 31, and once again, David is giving us one of Jesus's words. I mean, this is like the craziest thing embedded into one of his psalms is exactly something that Jesus is going to say, and this time it's something that he says on the cross. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Redeem me, O Lord, the God of truth. Into your hands I commit my spirit. It is the seventh phrase, the last phrase that Jesus spoke from the cross. But what does it mean for you and me? What did it mean for David the day that he said it? We live in a sinful, broken world, and there are no other hands to put our life into. Like, who could do anything more for us than the God of the universe who loves us, cares for us, and has our good in his intention? See, the devil whispers in our ears that we should rely on some politician, or we should rely on some earthly truth, or we should rely on some, I don't know, maybe even drug or alcohol or some kind of thing, something other than God. Satan will scream and yell. He's not doing anything for you. He's not supporting you. David was a king. He was a warrior. He had a hard life. He was chased around by Saul. Saul wanted to kill him. And one of the things that David learned as he's getting older and older and older is that as he looks through the rearview mirror, God kept showing up. And so I want to tell you that at 60 years old, I look through the rearview mirror and I see that God keeps showing up. This week, all right. This pastor probably has to admit that there were moments when I just needed to shut everything down because I was so angry, so upset, and just didn't know what God was doing. And then somehow yesterday, after what I thought was an entire failure, because we had to cancel for once again this prayer vigil, peaceful thing in Oxford, God showed up. God showed up. And over 100 people showed up, most of whom I do not know, and they just peacefully, I was praying, walking back and forth on the sidewalk, and they were just holding up peace signs or maybe a sign. Not one person screamed, not one person yelled, not one person cussed. You see, even I didn't know what God was doing, and so on my own strength, I was spinning out. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Jesus says this when he breathed his last and died. But what about if we breathe it today and mean it for the rest of our lives? I am going to commit my being, my soul, my body to you, Lord. I'm going to trust in you because you're my Redeemer and you're the God of truth, and I've got no place else to go. Let's be like Peter when Jesus asked, "Are you guys going to leave me too?" And Peter says, "Lord, to whom shall we go?" Like, who else are we going to go to at this point? You have the words of eternal life, and we believe that you are the Holy One of God. So I just want to end this thing with the last verse of Psalm 31. This is my charge to you. Love the Lord, all his saints. And by the way, you are those saints. You are those who are washed clean in the blood of the Lamb. You are his saints. He sees you as perfect in his sight. Love the Lord because the Lord preserves the faithful. And there we are. We are the faithful. Be strong and take heart, all of you who hope in the Lord. Be strong and take heart because we have committed our lives to Jesus Christ and said, it's yours. May you begin to work in me, live in me, breathe in me, teach me, guide me, chip off the rough spots, and I'm going to trust you because you're my Redeemer and you are the God of truth. All right, everyone. That's what I got for you today. Tomorrow is Bible study and worship. And as a reminder for some of you who may not know, we started worshiping physically at the Legacy Center at the concert area. I'm calling it the Worship Center. um, so um, go around the north side of the building and park in the back. And if you want to come worship with us, if you don't, we have supplied masks. If you want a supplied mask, we've got tables separated for safe distancing. We've got hand sanitizer. We're trying to do what we can to do it right. Um, and lastly, so Bible studies at 9 and worships at 10:15, and you can watch it virtually because we're working really hard to make sure that we keep that going as well. Um, so God's blessings on your day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and maybe start your day by placing your whole day in his hands and say, show up today. I just got so excited when he showed up yesterday, and he just kept showing up. He's showing up in Facebook posts. He showed up when I had dinner last night. Um, he's just so good. He's just so good. Even with a dumb pastor who sometimes loses sight of him. Um, so don't ever let Satan just kind of drill you into the ground because sometimes you have a bad day. No, 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 no. We have a God who picks us up. He understands. He loves us. And he just brushes us off and says, okay, kid, get going again. All right, that's it. I love you. For some of you, you'll meet me again in about 20 minutes for prayer. Other than that, make it a firmly rooted day. Peace.